Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you the daily Tesla report for Friday, September 23rd, 2022. Before I jump into the charts, just want to encourage you to please click like and subscribe every time you watch one of these YouTube videos. It helps us out a great deal with our presence on YouTube. Let's take a look at the charts. I'll take a look at the big picture first. We are fast reapproaching this channel support today at 284.08. That is in reach today. It can contain selling into October trade, through October trade, and over the next, 2 to 3 weeks or so, 333.89 in reach. Remains a 1 to 2 month target. We did test that channel formation, as you recall. We put out the YouTube video over 2 weeks ago when we were testing it. It's held. It can continue to do so, and above which 333.89 is expected over the next 2 to 3 weeks. Now, if we do break or open below 284.08, we probably will test 275.99 on an intraday basis. And if we close below 284.08, we really haven't all that far to drop before testing the next meaningful longer-term support level. It doesn't always lay out that way, but it does in this situation. So closing below 284.08, I'd give it about 3 to 5 days, especially with present volatility, before we test 259.92 to 265.29. And I can show really what that is. That you're probably familiar with this speed line. This could be within 1 to 2 days, perhaps. If we close today below 284.08, 259.92 expected next week. 259.92 is also supported by a horizontal channel structure at 265.29. You could actually make a case that this is a more significant really than 284.08 because of the softer angles, the horizontal structure. 259.92, 265.29 narrowing gradually, all comes together over the next week or so, and is a 3 to 5 day target if we settle today below 284.08, and can absorb selling through October. And from there, once again, 1 to 2 month target then at 333.89. That long-term channel top. That is really kind of a 2 to 3 week objective now above 284.08. If we close below 284.08, 3 to 5 days, 259.92, 265.29, able to contain selling through October, and from there we can turn up perhaps by the end of October, but I'd say more like 3 to 5 weeks where 333.89 would be in reach. Now, if we did close, I don't see it happening today, but if by the end of next week we close below 259.92, then we have a significant sell signal. And this is the weekly chart version, 258.38. If we settle below that speed line, I'm showing the weekly charts again to give you the bigger picture. The 191.05 level actually becomes a realistic 1 to 2 month target if we were to close below that upper 250s longer term support. I'm just kind of giving the big picture here. So that would be the big sell signal through the rest of the year if we settle below the upper 250s, 259.92 on the daily chart, 258.38 on the weekly. Until then, that is prime bottom picking territory through October trade. Let's take a look at the day itself. Now, I've got 300.79. Now, you've got 284.08 that you're familiar with already because I showed that. 300.79 is a level. This should probably be reduced to more of a 2-star resistance. In other words, if we test it today, it may well contain buying into Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. We could fill that wedge out for several days between rising 284.08 and that rising 300.79. Now, I have a horizontal line here that actually represents Wednesday's low, which is the Fed day low, and that is at 300.63. I didn't want to crowd it out with too much, so it's really 300.79. Not only able to contain buying for the day and into early next week, but also a meaningful upside pivot point into next week. If we close today above 300.79, we could perhaps by the end of next week reach 333.89, where we could top out through the rest of the year perhaps and fall off from there in a meaningful way. And of course, you can see here I've got these 310.67. Obviously, this is a level the market has been respecting. We do have a triple top here now that may well yield the 250s, 260s over the next few weeks, but I do think you still need to respect 284.08 for its ability to contain selling into October trade. If we were to close then above 310.67, then we're probably just a week away from reaching 333.89, so forth and so on. For the day itself, I've got 288 even, 292.63 and 296.51 that offer decent trade levels for aggressive day traders. 292.63 has a soft pivot point quality. If we were to push or open today above 292.63, I think 300.79 is likely where we can top out for the day. There's got to be a better chart of that, but alas, there is not. This is it, 300.79. And once again, closing above 300.79 reverses momentum into next week, 333.89, then expected within a week, 2 at the most. Holding below 392.63 will keep 284.08 in reach. And once again, if we break 284.08, I think 275.99 is likely. And if we close below 284.08, that narrowing zone of meaningful support, that's not the right chart. Here we are. Between 259.92 and 265.29 becomes a 3 to 5 day target. We may reach this on Monday if we close today below 284.08. The 259.92, 265.29 area narrowing gradually and able to contain selling through October trade and is our downward pivot point really through the rest of the year. I think that pretty much summarizes it for Friday's Daily Tesla report. I'll be back Sunday afternoon on YouTube with Monday's report. Please click like and subscribe every time. Tell your friends about it. Share the videos. We really appreciate it. And I'll talk to you soon. You have a great weekend.